Aston Martin Automobile Troubleshooting. If you're looking for help fixing your Aston Martin automobile, look no further. Our comprehensive Aston Martin Automobile Troubleshooting Guide will explain common issues, provide tips, and show you how to read your model's error codes. The engine is sputtering. There are multiple parts that keep an engine running well, but a misfiring or sputtering engine is one of the most common issues. For an engine to run efficiently, the right amount of air and fuel must mix and then burn within the combustion chamber. In order for this to run correctly, there are a number of components in the fuel and ignition systems that have to work in unison. In order to keep these types of issues to a minimum, the fuel and ignition systems must be maintained and replaced according to the manufacturer's recommendations. The car is consuming too much oil. Fresh oil is essential for a car to function, but if you are constantly topping up your oil level, you may have a problem with the car. If you start to notice a drop-off in performance or the oil light comes on, you will definitely need to check the oil. If you don't get the oil changed regularly, you might find that the engine becomes corroded. Poor quality oil or lack of regular changes can also cause blockages in the oil filter. It is best to change the oil filter at the same time as you change the oil, although some modern cars do have a filter bypass system in place. Worn brake pads. Worn brake pads are a common, often dangerous, car issue. Brakes wear down over time, it's just a fact of driving. But worn down brake pads tend to be one of the more dangerous common car issues. That's because any sort of delay in braking, no matter how small, can pose a serious safety hazard. Hence, it's important to change your brake pads at the manufacturer's recommendation, usually around 50,000 miles, and take note of any signs and symptoms that may indicate unsafe levels of brake pad wear. Streaky windshields. Is your windshield streaking when you activate the wipers in rainy or snowy weather? If so, it's something that you want to correct so your vision isn't impeded when driving your vehicle. The most common culprit of a streaky windshield is an easy one to resolve: windshield wipers. Wiper blades wear and tear over time, and any gap between the blade and your windshield has the potential to lead to streaks when the wipers are activated. Windshield wipers are affordable, ranging anywhere from $12 to $30 per blade, and can be purchased at any automotive retail store. They're also easy to replace, as most just snap into place. In addition to ensuring your windshield wipers are in good condition, it's also important to make sure your wiper fluid levels are always in good standing. Steering issues. It's not hard to realize whether there's a steering issue with your vehicle, as it's pretty obvious. Some common steering issues include vibrations while driving, difficulty turning the wheel, a loose steering wheel, strange noises while driving, or the vehicle seemingly pulling to one side as you're driving. If you're experiencing any of these issues, be sure to have your vehicle serviced right away. Any issue that impacts steering poses a major risk to your safety and the safety of other drivers on the road. In some cases, steering issues may be nothing more than poorly inflated tires. In other situations, they could be caused by suspension problems, dents and scratches. If you use your vehicle, it's going to endure some wear and tear. And when it comes to small dents and scratches, it's not so much a matter of if they're going to happen, but when they're going to happen. Yes, you could file a claim with your insurance company to have the body damage repaired. But that's usually a bad idea when you consider you'll have to come up with the deductible money before anything is covered. Then, of course, there's the risk you take of your insurance premium rates increasing. But the good news is that minor dents can be easily fixed by working to suction them out of the vehicle body. For scratches, you can purchase a scratch repair product or even look to acquire a paint that's the exact match of your vehicle to fill in the affected area. Uneven tire tread wear. Uneven tire tread wear has the potential to be both a safety issue and an expense. For instance, tires that are too worn can lead to stopping issues and cause a greater risk of hydroplaning. It can even be a sign of bad wheel bearings. Then, there's the expense factor, as new tires may be necessary for those that are excessively worn beneath safe tread limits. To ensure your tires are wearing evenly, it's best to have them regularly rotated. Typically, the suggested rotation frequency is every other oil change. When your tires are rotated, mechanics will also be able to assess whether any other factors may be causing uneven wear. Source: junkcarmedics.com